Hey everybody, it's Jennifer Seeger. Welcome back to my channel. I am doing a little bit of a different video today. I wanted to do a merch haul, and I have never done, I don't think, to my recollection, I don't think I've ever done one before, but I love watching them, and it is a quiet Saturday. I have a sleeping baby, I have a quiet house, and I just had a giant order from Temu? I think it's Temu, just arrive. And I know a lot of people that I've talked to in my personal life are curious about the website. I know they advertise like a ton during the Super Bowl because I couldn't believe like the ad revenue is just a whole other subject for a whole different time. But I was gonna remember how to pronounce it based on those commercials too, and I can't. So if you know how to pronounce it and I'm saying it wrong, leave me a comment below and type that out phonetically so we can put that one to bed once and for all. But like I said, I know a lot of people that I've talked to and I've mentioned that I've ordered from the site before have been curious because things are so cheap and it does feel like a scam, and some of it feels like a get what you pay for, and I've heard they're coming after our money or they're stealing your information, and I'm not here to tell you whether or not any of that is true. I can only speak to my experience. This is the third time I've ordered from the site, and I'll say that, yeah, some of it has been poor quality. Some is you get what you pay for. Some of the things I have incorporated into our daily life and we use all the time and they've held up well. Some things, I'm looking at you, fanny pack that cost $2, fell apart within a week. So it kind of, you know, it just depends on the item in my experience. And I just like to browse around on there. I am a better internet browser than I am an internet shopper. So that's probably why I haven't done a lot of hauls, because I don't feel like I usually end up ordering a lot of the stuff. I just kind of, I like to browse on websites. I'm not a big shopper. I don't go in stores. So I get my browsing energy out online usually. But anyway, I usually browse around, I'll fill up a cart, you get like 1 million emails when something in your cart is no longer available, which seems to happen all the time. But usually if there's a few things that I'm like, yeah, I had my eye on that on Amazon and I'm seeing it here for like a fraction of the cost, so I'll go ahead and put in an order. And off the top of my head, because I'm just sitting down to film this on the fly, it's not a video I really planned. I just saw the package show up and I thought, hey, why not? So I will, as I'm going through things, try to get the product price up on the screen and then hit you with the total too at the end, because honestly, well, hold on. I can look up what the total is really quickly. Okay, so in total, I spent $119.06. My shipping was free, $7 of that was sales tax, and I saved $394.22. And I feel like that's a pretty subjective number, because how do I know what I saved? Like, the prices are very unique. It's not like it's a fixed cost of something. When the site names the price, they can name it really high and then tell you it's like $200 off and now it's only 79 cents and you saved $200. I'm like, really? That feels like Dave Hassler on that Storage Wars store that he's like, oh, there's some old DVDs in here, 20 bucks each, that's $400. And you're just like, can you really get $20 for a DVD? Anyway, I digress, but it's a pet peeve of mine. So I'm not gonna pay too much attention to the savings, but I did spend just over $100. I think this is the biggest order I have ever put in, because I want to say you get free shipping at like $35. Sometimes you spin a wheel and you get free shipping, or 90% off 6 items, or I don't know. It feels like kind of like a scammy site, but I personally haven't had any problems. I use a credit card, not a debit card. We've never had our information stolen. These are all things I've heard about the site. I have no reason to believe them personally. But anyway, let's get into it, because I know it's a site that people are curious about, and I have only just opened this giant bag and peeked inside, and it does take a while for the items to arrive. So I want to feel like I put in this order about a week and a half to 2 weeks ago. So it took a little bit, and it's enough time for me to a little bit forget what I've ordered, but let's just dig in, shall we? So the first thing I got was this tank top. I'm just gonna get it opened up and then I'll show you what's going on here. Okay, so this is the tank top that I got. It looked super cute. I think it was around the $6 mark. I'll put the price up on the screen. It is just a subtle little Disney nod, Steamboat Willie's River Cruises. This is 100% polyester, so at least it's not gonna shrink, but it is really soft. It's not shiny. Sometimes I feel like, do you know what I mean? Like when you order, and I've never ordered off Shein, but like Temu, like sometimes it's like a cheaper fabric and it's very shiny, and it just, I think this could pass from a distance as a cotton. So I don't know, I'll try it on later. I'm pretty excited about it. Just a fun little tank to have casual for summer. Okay, pulling these out in no particular order. This is a little, oh, it's got a big warning sticker. Let me take it out of the box and show you. Okay, so this is just a little LCD pad that you write on, and you press the little button and it goes away. So this is obviously a gift. I'm not going to use it, but this is for our son, Walter. And he's a little young. He's just turning 1 year old pretty soon here. But I thought this would be a good thing for us to take in the car. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, I can't compare apples to apples because I never ordered it off Amazon, but I had this seemingly identical item in my Amazon cart for $17, and I'll put up on the screen here what I paid, but I know it was a fraction of the cost and seems to work pretty good. So I thought this would be a fun little travel toy. If you're new to my channel and you've not watched any content before, I know I've mentioned my family lives about 5-ish hours away, and we've always done that trip solo, and now we're doing that trip with a almost 1 year old. So I anticipate him to start getting a little antsy in the car and being able to do some activities. So I got a lot of items anticipating those months coming up within the next year between 1 and 2, even into toddler years. So that's I know a lot of what's in here is those types of activities. Speaking of, these are another thing. I have actually purchased these on Amazon before, and these look like the exact same thing. They are just little flexi tubes. The dog just really took notice, like, what are you doing? But they're little flexi tubes, and I've had them, I've given them as gifts before and heard back from the parents that these are a great activity that he could use now. So I just wanted a few to throw in my diaper bag, in the car, so we can have a little distraction. But it's a pack of 10 of these. So I think we'll get a lot of mileage out of these, and they were a cheap price that I'm showing you on the screen right now. Okay, the next thing, pulling out in no particular order, is I think you would just call it a party banner, high chair banner. Here's the deal with this, and I'm just gonna open it really quickly. Okay, not from this haul, but from previous orders that I've had with, I'm just gonna call it Temu. That's what I'm going with. I've had this little contraption. It is a little, oh, come on. It is a little opener. It has a little razor blade that comes out, just a little button. And I have gotten this, and then I bought some for gifts because it is super handy to just have this in the drawer when packages come in the mail, obviously out of the reach of babies, but to just be able to have that, it's super sharp, retractable, and I love that. So I'll find the name of it or put a link of that below. You can usually just search these things on that. I use the app for Temu, and I don't know exactly how the website works, but usually like 75 sellers that have that product will come up at different price points. So you just kind of have to shop around on there. But anyway, opening the package, this is just a high chair banner. Now, this isn't going to be the final product. We are doing a Winnie the Pooh theme for our son's first birthday that's coming up in just a couple weeks here. So we are going to be, or I'm going to be, I mean, Nate would help if I asked him, but this is really a mom thing, not a dad thing. I'm going to be kind of doing something over top of the bee and maybe incorporating some different ribbons and colors. But this I thought was a good idea because I just paid a few dollars for it. They're like $15, $16.99 on Amazon. Again, I'll pop up the price, but I got this one at a lower price point, and I thought I could just zhuzh it up a little bit, but I already have, you know, the twine. I've got a good base. I've got something to play with, so I'm kind of excited to Winnie the Pooh-ify that. That's just my starting point, but it was a good price. What else do we got here? I have absolutely no idea what's in this package, so let's see. Oh, this I didn't remember that I ordered, and let me just share a nerd moment with you. This is a bag to hold a hairdryer. I have a guest bathroom downstairs. I like to keep it stocked with different products. I like to kind of make it feel a little bit like you're staying at a hotel or B&B. Well, our house isn't nice enough for either one of those things, but just like a little bit of funness to that. So I've actually had this in my Temu cart probably for the last 2 orders that I've done, and on the 3rd I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna buy one. I think it was like $3-4 somewhere in there. But just a little fun thing. So when you're staying here, it's like, oh, there's a hairdryer in the bag, whatever. Okay, another thing we have, these are hard to see, so I'm gonna carefully open it, but I wanna keep it in this pouch. This is also for my son's first birthday. They go newborn through 12 months old, and there's just a place where you can pop a little, it looks like a 4x6 picture inside. I need to get my photos ordered. Hopefully, I haven't ordered photos in so long. I'm hoping there's still like a 1-hour service because I'm not organized with this. I was originally planning to do this. I've been taking a picture of him in his chair in his room with a little Pluto puppy that we got when we were expecting him in our Disney trip. And we've been taking a photo every month. So I won't have his 12-month photo because we're actually having his party just before his first birthday. But I'm gonna have newborn through 11 months photos up for the party. I could print these out on the Cricut, but they were inexpensive on the Temu website, and it's one less thing because there's a lot of things going on these days, and yeah, just not a ton of time to be spending with the Cricut. So excited to get those ready for the party. Okay, I know a lot of what is in this bag is also shoes. So we have a walker. We have a little walking boy at 10 months, just about 11 months. He took his first steps at 9 months and officially walking in the 10th month. We've tried a lot of different things, and I had just ordered a few different little shoes for summer. We had some sneakers we put on him that my mom had gotten him that were so adorable, but they're a little heavy. So these are just a lightweight mesh, and I was seeing a lot of these types of shoes retailing on Amazon like 20 bucks, and I found them, I know I got a bunch of shoes in here ranging from like $3 to $6 per pair. So it seemed like a good enough price point to try things out. About returns, I can't speak to that. I've never tried returning anything on the Temu website. I kind of feel like it's a little bit of a gamble on my part. Like I'm getting things free or cheap, and if they don't work, I could always put them up for sale for a couple dollars on Marketplace. I also did in one of my previous orders get Nate made fun of me for this, but I got a foot measurer like you would see in, I was gonna say an old fashioned, I don't know, I haven't been to a like proper shoe store in years and years and years, but that you would see in the shoe store to measure the length of the foot. And I measured the length of his foot, and I got, you know, some sizes that would work and that he would grow into throughout the year. So I'm hoping that I have a variety of shoes that'll work out, but these look really cute. That's pair 1, but I know there's more of them in here. Speaking of, pair number 2, I'm just digging in randomly and grabbing things. So pair number 2, very similar, just a lightweight mesh. These have like a little cute bear on them, but these I think are a size up or down from the other. I know I didn't get the exact same size and everything, so if they work, we will grow into them. This is random because it is absolutely past Christmas, but I went to buy Christmas labels on an after Christmas sale, and everybody else had the same idea. I didn't find any I liked. I came across these for $1 or $2, so I think they've been sitting in my cart and just decided to go ahead and get them, so we are prepared. If you've watched my other videos, I think I have a how I prepare for Christmas all year long, because it really is like I am always trying to get like things lined up because the month of December flies by. So I will pop a link to that video below if you want to check that out. But I know I usually start like putting my Christmas card lists together. I'll buy my stamps, what I need in the summertime, just start planning things and stacking it up. So by the time we get to the holiday season, we are good to go. So it's not unusual for me to buy a Christmas label this early. Ooh, I am really excited about this. I feel like some of these things are just showing up as white globs, so I hope you can kind of see. I'm gonna open this real quick. So these are little wet dry bags, and I liked that I really only wanted one like this size or maybe this size. Sometimes, you know, even though he's getting bigger, he is close to a year, his clothes still fold up pretty teeny tiny, and the wet dry bag that I have is probably like 4 times this size, and so I'm always like putting the clothes in and folding it over into a million pieces. So wanted to just get some easy bags to put some extra clothes in, keep in the diaper bag. Okay, this is actually like super, I'm not gonna say huge because it's kind of tiny, but I think I got a couple of these. I like cord keepers. I really just hate having loose cords laying around. So always looking for new solutions, and thought these would hold the little, the brick, what do you call them? Like the plug-in part of the iPhone charger with the chargers for when we travel. We could just have a little container. Okay, this is so teeny tiny. We're gonna have to test out if this actually works. It is a little flashlight that comes with little projector discs so that you can, in the dark, project things on the wall. Again, travel toys. I thought it would just be like a fun thing for Walter to wave around and maybe kill 5 to 15 minutes, because that's about his attention span. So we'll have to test this out when it's dark outside, but it's just these little discs that you put in, and then you can project images on the wall. I am so super excited about this. This is a just a little silicone cuppy that has a straw. It is not leak proof. I mean, that's gonna happen. But the reason that I wanted this is because I wanted something squeezable. Hopefully this will be a tight enough, I know it's not a seal here, but hopefully this will be fit snugly enough that we can work on squeezing some water to try to train Walter to drink through a straw. He always sees cups with straws and he really wants them, and he puts them in his mouth and they just hang out there. Like, he's not understood yet to put his, you know, mouth close it around the straw, and I just kind of wanted something where we can encourage a little bit, like, hey, you know, like the water's gonna come out here, you gotta, oh, and it will do that because I can feel, ooh, it's puffing some air into my face. So hopefully this will be a good little training sippy cup. And I know they had a lot of like animals, personalized whatevers. I just got a plain one. And so this is one of the things I'm like, as I'm going through here, I'm like, ooh, I'm really excited about this, or oh my gosh, I forgot I ordered that, or so far nothing has really stood out as I cannot believe, well, I cannot believe this is this tiny, you guys, this flashlight. Like, here's the little thing that I use to open packages, and here's the flashlight. But I mean, good for little hands, so maybe I'm pleasantly surprised, but I am surprised. All right, I was not joking when I said I ordered a bunch of shoes, more shoes. And I think these are all the exact same concept. And I think these are actually, ooh, yeah, these are the exact same size at 12.5. I still have to learn baby shoes. My first baby, I don't know baby sizes yet, but they're super cute. Just another pair. I mean, at least we have backups, right? Maybe he'll be one of those tantrum kick-off shoe children, and then I'll need some back. Let's just hope we don't get there, but you know, it happens. I'm not judging. Okay, for this little cuppy set, and they are just stacking cups. They have different shapes and things on the bottom, and then the top, oops, is a little bear. So super cute. I can actually, instead of just doing an unboxing, I can do a product review of this, because I did my last order with Temu was just before Christmas. I got a bunch of stocking stuffers, and this was one of the things that we purchased. Walter loved them immediately. He was 8 months old at the time. We stacked all the cups and he just squealed with delight and would knock them over, and it was endless entertainment for hours. Now we are into April and there's been some cup casualties. We have lost quite a few of them to Nate and I stepping on them, to Walter falling on them and kind of crushing them. So they are pretty flexible. I know that we have a different set that, quite honestly, Walter hasn't played with as much, that kind of lock in. They're more of the, I think it's the Danish style toys. I don't know if it's the style, but it definitely says Danish somewhere in the title. We had them on our registry and got them as a gift, and he never really got into it. But these he has loved. But I will say, they don't hold up that well. They do break rather easily, and when they break, they are sharp. So as a parent, I'm comfortable with that. Not that I want to give my child sharp objects, but we are usually playing with him. We are close enough that at the age he is, I am not too worried about them breaking and him cutting himself. But maybe if he's doing more independent play in the future, it's something that we would consider, because they did not hold up well. Also, the sticker printing on the front rubbed off pretty early. I can't speak to these being like non-toxic. He's chewed on them a little bit, but mostly we're just stacking and toppling over, and that's what's caused this to rub off. I don't really feel like he's chewed it off. So again, I'm comfortable with it, but I can give a review. These are not going to hold up forever, but I can also say that I paid around $3 for them. And for the entertainment value that we get and the life that we get out of $3, I was okay with all of those things. Okay, this I don't know that I'm going to unbox. It's, well, maybe you want to see. Maybe we want to see what the quality is, but it's pretty basic. This is just your standard happy birthday sign for a couple bucks. I know that my mom had this when we were growing up, and it got a lot of life. It came out on the birthday when we were younger. And so I just thought, you know, I'd pick it up. I don't know if this one will last. Again, it was something that I was maybe planning on cutting out on the Cricut, and I just know that I'm not going to get to it. Okay, so once I get this doozy unwrapped, I'm never getting it back together. So how about we just look at day? A little weird that the A isn't punched out yet. I need to do that, but you know, other than the string does go right through. The paper's not the thickest I've seen. It's white on the other side. This is pretty much what I expected that I would be getting for $2, or again, I'll put the price up what I paid. Don't remember seeing these in the picture, the little things, but yeah, I'm not mad at this. I think it'll be just fine for what we want it for. Just a little, it's not Winnie the Pooh theme. This is just kind of the general birthday, and I'm hoping it lasts at least for a few years, that we can keep it tucked away and just pull that out on the big special day. Okay, here's another thing that we had purchased as a gift before on Amazon, and this looks like the identical thing, again for lower cost. So this is a water doodle mat. We just got this for my niece's little guy's 3rd birthday, so I think Walter's maybe a little ways away from it, but he's loved it so far. Ooh. It does have a bit of a toxic smell on that one, I will say that. But there's just a magic water pen. You fill this up with water, and then you can doodle away, and it goes away when it dries. So their family is also doing a bit of traveling, and so was thinking that that would be a good option. It's nothing too fantastic. I actually am kind of curious to see hers and compare quality. I didn't unwrap it when it came in the mail, but theirs did look a little bit bigger than this one, but it's the same concept, water doodle, and just a little activity for the car, airplane, whatever we'll have going on in the coming years. I tend to be a planner and preparer, so some of the things I'm buying, I'm realizing my child's not going to need them for a couple years. But I'm okay. I'm okay stashing them away. I do that. That's just part of who I am. Okay, I'm super excited about this. So I've actually had medicine cases just like this in the past. Open it up and you have all these little pouches and things like that. But this I liked. I thought it's a little smaller. It might fit into a purse with a few different things. And what I really got excited about are the labels that came with it. So you don't actually have to make the labels, but it's got, I mean, a lot of the brand names. I didn't see anything on here that we would use with any regularity. Like some things we don't use, like Ally. Do people still take that? I know it was like really big like 10, 15 years ago. But there's like Benadryl, NyQuil, Z-Quil, even one-a-day vitamins, Dayquil, Pepto-Bismol, Pamprin, Ricola. There's just a lot of things in here. Motrin. I'm not seeing Tylenol or Advil, but I feel like, oh, there's Flintstone vitamins. Oh, Advil. Advil was right, like on the front sheet. So even if there's not specifically Tylenol, it looks like there might be like acetaminophen. Okay, here I got, this was a very random but specific purchase. I don't know that I need the lid, but this is a little silicone cuppy that collapses down. So this, we don't have a good system in place for washing the hair. Partly because Walter's still mostly bald, but it's starting to come in. But we use a couple different toys that are a little too big to travel with. So I have a little toiletry bag for him, also from Temu. I use a lot of things that I've ordered. But I have a little toiletry bag and I just wanted a collapsible cup. So when we go on our trips, we're doing bath time, voila. You guys, I swear I'm almost to the end, but there's still quite a bit left in here. So $100 goes pretty far. Okay, here's another activity. This is all like activities and shoes. Okay, here's another little, it's an activity pouch. Again, I don't know if we're quite there yet, but I'll have it kind of packed away. We've got a whole bunch of things to be doing in the car. We've got a zipper, we've got some gears, we've got buckles, we've got laces, we've got snaps and toggles. We can eventually here learn how to tell time and the days of the week, the months, the days. I don't know, these stickers, kind of surprising to me. Oh, that whole middle section zippers out. So if he's not old enough for, looks like the other side is a puzzle and the days of the week and stuff, we can just do this. We've got some buttons, buckles, Velcro. The Velcro's sewn on. A lot of it looked glued, but the Velcro looks sewn on. Toggle, just like a ton of different buckles, like a busy board. I am a little surprised. I expected the case to be something more like a neoprene, I think is the word I'm going to go with. And it is felt, so that's a little different, but I don't know if I'm really upset by it. I think it is a little smaller also than I thought it was going to be, but I actually think I like that it's a little smaller. It's hard to, even though if they put sizes in the description or the picture, it's still hard for me sometimes to visualize, but I think this is the size of just like a sheet of paper. It's got carrying handles, and I think this is something that we could start in just a few months that we can grow into. So excited about this, another activity for the car. Okay, this is strange. Within the bag, this was also wrapped. Ooh, and this did get a little damaged in shipping, so I'm not really crazy, or maybe it was always like that. It's just feels a little deformed. Feels like the grain of the fabric isn't lined up straight, and if you know me, I would like it lined up straight. That will bother me. But this is a hard-sided case for hair tools, so it's a little big and bulky, but I'm hoping, I use the Revlon brush hair dryer. Usually I have another hair dryer that I use sometimes, but more often I'm using the Revlon brush, and I have a Chi hair straightener that I use for waves as well as straight hair. So I think hoping this will hold both of those. I get kind of tired of shoving those in, and I feel like I smush the bristles. This hair straightener came with its own carrying case that doesn't, I do sometimes travel with it, sometimes don't. But I was more concerned about the bristles. This also has a little bit of a smell to it, so I don't know if it's my fave. And it has this carrying handle, which I feel like I'm gonna cut off of it because why do I need, I'm never gonna be in a situation where I need a handle. I mean, I can't foresee one anyway, but this is one of the spendier items I paid. I wanna say it was like around a $10 mark, but they are around $20 something on Amazon. I have to say, out of everything I've unboxed today, this I'm just a little disappointed with. It is a little deformed, kind of a little dented in. Yeah, not in love with it. I wasn't in love with the color either, but I kept putting them in my cart and they kept selling out. And I'd have probably gone with an all black. I'm not a flashy pink person. I am a neutrally kind of person, but I think I can forgive a pink stripe. So anyway, not super excited about that, but we'll see. Maybe it'll hold up. Maybe it'll do a great job. I think we are nearing the end now. Finally. Ooh, these are a lot smaller than I thought. So they say AIDS 3+ on it. So we will be waiting on these, but this is just a little baggie. I'm not gonna open them because I really don't want to be chasing these around for like 2 more years. I'm just gonna keep them in there, but they ended up a little smaller. They're little suction cups and they suction cup together as well as to surfaces. So just thought that would be a fun thing. And it probably will be in a couple years. I think they're just a little too small. Once I'm comfortable with him, you know, not shoving everything in his mouth, then we can try these on car windows, car seats, tabletops, but it looked like a fun little activity and was pretty cheap, as almost everything in this haul is. Okay, I think this is my last pair of shoes. So let's get them opened up. Okay, so these I'm really excited about. They are kind of, I've seen them advertised and they were a fraction of the price on the Temu site. They have little rockets on them. It's just like a little sock, but the bottom is a kind of, it's not rubbery, it's more of a plasticky sole, and they don't have much grip or tread on them, but they have just a teeny bit. So I'm thinking that those might be good for our first walking shoes. Now, all of this was ordered, and then my friend who takes care of him sent me a message saying, don't buy Walter's shoes because she is giving him some for Easter / his first birthday. And she got him the most adorable leather sandals, and he's already learned to walk in them and they're super cute. So now I feel like we just have shoes in excess, but you know, maybe I know other babies, maybe we can share the wealth, whatever doesn't work for Walter. But I think the most I paid for a pair of shoes was like $5 – $6. So I'm still feeling okay about purchases here. Okay, here is another random thing that I'm hoping I like as much as I ended up liking my little razor blade. This is a retractable scissors. I used to have this little scissors that lived in my purse for years and loved it, and it just disappeared. But anyway, it is a little working scissors, and then it's got this little, come on, retractable, there it goes, retractable blade, if you can call it a blade. I don't know if I'm super impressed with this yet, because it is kind of tough to go down. But there are so many times where I'm out and about, we're in the car, we're doing something, and I just want a little scissors. I've got a little thread hanging off my sweater, or we have purchased something in the store we want to get into right away. I don't know if this will get through much, but it was a couple dollars, so you know, I thought I'd try it and see, but I can already tell, like, the quality is not there. I miss my little scissors that I had. My mom gave it to me as a stocking stuffer like decades ago, and I just don't know where it went. It's probably like in the pocket of a bag somewhere. So I was trying, but I don't know if this is probably the other thing I'm not excited about from this order. Oh my gosh. Okay, it never ends. I think I've got 3 items left here. Okay, these are very not exciting things, but we're sharing it all, so we're sharing it all. These are just a couple little squeegee things for tubes of toothpaste, which we had. Oh, this is gonna sound so terrible. Do I share this on the internet? Yes, I do. I got one that was supposed to be white and it is cream and it does not match my toothpaste and it's driving me crazy. And that's what it's like to live in my head. Things are like that. So it was like nitpicky, but this was inexpensive and I was like, ooh, these are actually white. So yeah, we got these. And then the last thing, I'm not even gonna pull this out because this is so random. We live in an older home in a house that was built in 1978 and the bathroom has not been updated since. So we have some pretty old tile. I think the toilet is newer, but there is a gap between the toilet and the tile and you know, you can put like a sealant thing around it. And I was cleaning and I was so tired of ours being grody, and Temu had one for like a couple bucks and I was like, yeah, I'm getting a new one. We'll see if it works. If it doesn't, we will go to the hardware store and get one proper, but maybe this will work. And it was super cheap. The very last thing, this is I'll call it a generic tush baby. So as Walter has wanted to be held, I've wanted to get a tush baby. They are $50 and I don't know that we would get the wear out of it. So I just bought this. It is just a generic, looks to be very similar. If you're not familiar, the tush baby, it's just kind of a belt that you wear. I'm not gonna model it, I'm sorry. A belt that you wear around your waist. Hopefully this will fit around my waist. It looks okay. I see that it is a little bit adjustable here on the side. And then this does Velcro open. So yeah, you can get a little bit bigger in there, which is nice. But then this side part has looks like you can unzip this one so I can actually show it. Yeah, you can actually see the guts. It's just got like, if you've ever had a styrofoam cooler, like a light piece, so it's like pretty firm but really lightweight. We'll call it just like a little baby butt shelf right here. So you can have them around your waist and you're still holding on to them, but you get a little bit of relief that you're kind of like when you have a big backpack, you use the waist belt, it's taking a bit of the load off of you. So you're still holding on to them, but they have a little bit of a seat there. So that is everything from my haul. The bag is officially empty. That was a lot of stuff, but I really feel like the stuff that I got, for the most part, I am satisfied with the quality. Some of it is, you know, like the Happy Birthday, it's a little cheaper, it's a little thinner, but it was also a fraction of the cost from similar products that I was finding on Amazon or other websites. And I think that I have, as I was talking through this too, I'm thinking of all the things that I have ordered before from Temu that, I'm always saying that wrong, Temu, that we use every day. So I don't know, I think I'm a fan of the site. I don't think I would ever put in more than, I would say it's going to average out to be 3 or 4 orders in a year, and this was by far the most expensive. I think I've only ordered like $50 worth before, maybe 60, somewhere in there, but this was definitely the biggest haul I've ever done. But I feel like I got a lot of stuff, and I'm really excited about a lot of the shoes because these were like $20 a pop. At other sites that I've looked, like baby shoes are so expensive, and I feel like we have, you know, some options now to deal with. So excited about that, excited about activities, things we can grow into. I actually have a drawer that I'm stashing away for activities and things that Walter can grow into. So when we get to that stage and we just need an activity, we can go there. So when I'm seeing deals or unique items, I've been picking them up. That's just how I operate. So all in all, I'm pretty satisfied with the haul. I know this video got to be a little long, but hopefully you found it interesting. I'll link what I can below. I should have put like prices and things up on the screen throughout the video as I'm editing this. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was informative. If you did and want to go ahead and hit that thumbs up button below, give this video a like, I would sure appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.